it's Dr. Ozzy. I just got home and I'm filming this YouTube video because I've been putting it off for so long. As you can see, I get so many at-home skincare devices and I've been meaning to do a review on them because I get so many questions from you guys. So I thought we would review some of them that I've received from various companies and show you how to use them, some pointers, and what to watch out for. So before we get started, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe, and comment below. I'm really interested to know if any of you guys are using any at-home devices, whether they're LEDs or those suction things. What are they called? Those vacuum pore cleaner things that are so scary to me. But I'm really curious to know how many of you guys are using devices. I thought we would start off with one of my favorite at-home DIY skincare devices that I find to be safe, to have some good science behind it, and I personally, sometimes use it. And so that is LED therapy. So LED stands for light emitting diode, and initially it was actually developed by NASA to help grow plants. And then scientists realized that it also helps with wound healing. So they developed it for skincare because they realized, well, it stimulates collagen, it's anti-inflammatory, it helps with bruising, and it just helps speed up wounds and rejuvenates the skin. So the two main lights are red light and blue light. And so the simplest thing you can get, this is one that was sent to me by Loom, and it's an LED beauty panel, and super easy. You just wear it like this. It comes almost like a little shield, and you can wear it for about 5-10 minutes or up to 20 minutes, really, a few times a week, or even if you just do it once a week. Oh, here we go. So it has the red light, so you just wear it like this. And I find that you can make it for an opportunity to meditate, to think about your day. It's very relaxing. LED therapy has also been shown to help with seasonal depression. So it has some other uses aside from skincare, but this is very simple. Now, I'm not sure if this comes also in a blue light, but red light is great for anti-aging, skin rejuvenation, collagen stimulation, and blue light is great for acne because blue light helps kill acne bacteria. So if you're suffering from acne, rosacea, or breakouts, then blue light is a better option for you. Okay, so this other one I got is much more fancy and much more complicated. I'm so excited to try it. And then the last LED device that I have is something called Soft Wave, which actually not only is it an LED, but it also has a microcurrent with it. And I laugh because it's almost like a massager. I don't know how strong this is, but the theory behind these microcurrent devices is that as we age, we lose, not only volume and bone, but we also lose muscle mass and muscle tone. And what microcurrent does, it's almost like an electric shock for your muscles. So it helps build up your muscles and helps lift the face. All right, so let's go to my bathroom and let's show you how to use these LED devices. All right, so this is the Cure. It's an LED mask, and look at this. It is very, very fancy stuff, and it has a little drawer. So we're going to get it open first and see what is in there. It says, pull here, the solution to good skin is here. I love the marketing on this one. So let's see, nice. We have a little booklet, and I think this is where you store it. Aha, this is what I was looking for earlier, this little strap that goes on there. And I'm not sure what that is. And this must be the charger. So let's see, I'm gonna try it on. Okay, so we got the strap on, and I'm gonna first turn it on. So you're supposed to look at all these lights that it has. This is a hardcore LED mask here. So you can actually get it to turn different colors on the inside. You see, this looks like a combination of blue and red. And so I would do the red because I'm not having any breakouts right now, but if you do have acne, you want to do. Let's check this out. Too bad my family's not home. I would just like go up to them and be like, hello. How do I look? So yeah, this is actually very comfortable. I really do like this one. The strap fits really nicely. So this is actually a really great LED high quality mask if you're looking for one. So one last LED device. This is actually an LED with a microcurrent, like an electric current, that you can use to massage the face. And so let's check it out. Okay, just cleansed my skin. As you can see, my eyes get so red. And so this is their activating serum that we're gonna apply. The way I look at home devices is if you had an intense training, you know, with a personal trainer at a gym for like a good hour and a half, 2 hours of just intense training versus a little 20-minute workout at home. Well, this is more like a little 20-minute workout at home versus a real microcurrent facial that you would have at the office is with that professional personal trainer that's gonna work your muscles way harder. But it's something to do as a maintenance. And the other thing with this little wand, it's called Soft Wave. It has the LED light, the red light, which helps stimulate collagen and helps with skin rejuvenation. So it shows you kind of patterns to do, and it's automated, meaning once you put your device on the skin, it turns on. You want to do this for about 5 minutes, and it has a little warmth to it, so it actually feels really nice and rejuvenating. And so then you want to do this, and these patterns that I'm doing and making helps with lymphatic drainage. So it helps with depuffing the face, and at the same time the microcurrent or vibration supposedly, I don't know how much of it really does, guys, but it feels really nice. And the LED, light is on there as well. And this sort of pattern helps with lymphatic drainage, kind of like what you would do with a gua sha. So how much of a difference, is this really gonna make? It's not gonna be like an amazing before and after, but there is some science with microcurrents. It's just that the amount of electrical stimulation you actually need to really plump up your muscles is probably not going to be found on this wand. But you know what? It's safe, it's relaxing, it's going to help with lymphatic drainage and with the LED lights. So this is actually not a bad at-home device. I would just be, have the right expectations with these devices. Okay, next up, Derma Roller. These have become so popular. They actually scare me because I guess I see some of you guys coming into my office with different complications related to these Derma Rollers, so I'm a little biased, but many people use them and they don't have problems with it. They love them. So I'm gonna be objective here and give you some pointers on how to stay out of trouble with these Derma Rollers so you don't end up in my office, because they do help with skin texture, tone, smoothing the skin. And the other thing they do is they help penetrate your skincare better. So if you use a hyaluronic acid after this or vitamin C serum, you're really going to get more penetration of those products. Now, hyaluronic acid would be great because it gives you more plumping and more hydration after using it. But I wouldn't say don't use your Retin-A after doing a Derma Roller because you're going to get a lot of irritation. So there's also been some evidence that Derma Rollers help with hair stimulation. Now we need better studies, but there's some good data on that. And really, if you Derma Roll and apply a growth stimulating agent like minoxidil or Latisse, you probably get even more robust hair stimulation. So that's the other use that people use it for. So I really see three main issues with this. Is one, This can sit in your bathroom and grow bacteria and germs. So the main thing is avoiding an infection. So be sure you clean these with rubbing alcohol. Just soak them in rubbing alcohol for a few minutes after each use, and you really take good care of them. Store them in a dry area. Don't just leave them in your bathroom where you take a shower, it gets humid and the needles can rust, because that's the other thing that happens after the first use. These needles go pretty dull, and so when they go dull, it's going to be much harder to get them to penetrate the skin. So you put yourself at risk of scarring, because if you look at the Derma Roller, the needle enters the skin at an angle, and so you can actually get wide gashes or wounds into the skin that could potentially end up scarring, especially if the needle goes dull. And then the third issue is that a lot of people don't realize that derma rolling may not be the best treatment for them because they have active acne or eczema or rosacea. Those skin conditions do very poorly with derma rollers and cause the condition to get worse, and you can get secondary infections with derma rollers and active skin disease. So you really need to have perfectly healthy skin and a good skin barrier before you try one of these. Now, if you're going to try these at home, so here are my recommendations. You're first going to clean your skin, cleanse it with your favorite cleanser, and if you want even a more robust treatment with your derma roller, you can use an exfoliating pad with glycolic or salicylic acid, such as these Clarify pads, before derma rolling. And you're going to divide up the face into quadrants. So you're going to take the cheek and you're going to have the outer cheek and the inner cheek. The outer cheek skin is thinner and less forgiving than the inner cheek. So I would divide it up into two areas. You want to use the derma roller in a cross hatch pattern. So you're going to go this way a couple of times, and then you're going to go back and go perpendicular to that direction. And you want to use it on each quadrant, so sides of the cheek, center of the cheek, for about 15 seconds. And then you can do the nose. You can go this way, then you can go this way, and then this way, and then go back this way and this way. And you want to do that for about 15 seconds in each quadrant. If you do that, you won't get into trouble and you will get pretty good results. But again, a lot could go wrong, so be very, very cautious. Make sure that you consult with a physician if you get any signs of an infection, or if you get a reaction such as a rash or burning or stinging. All these things can be complicated, and so I would advise you to consult with your physician. Avoid the eyelids, okay? People try to go under the eyes. The eyelid skin is very thin, and don't use a derma roller that goes deeper than 1/4 millimeter. 0.5 millimeters at max. You don't want to go deep with at-home derma rollers. And the last device is the Derma Flash, which is a dermaplaning device. It is an exfoliation treatment, but it also removes hair. What's nice about it is that hairless skin always looks cleaner, smoother, brighter, and it allows for makeup to go on nicer. And again, it can make your skincare penetrate better, which could be a good or bad thing. The Derma Flash is actually a great beginner's device to dermaplaning because it's pretty safe. You really can't damage the skin too bad, although that, you know, with any of these at-home devices, don't quote me on that, because I still see people that come in who have gotten an irritation. So who's not a good candidate for this? I would say somebody, again, who has active acne, who has super sensitive skin, or who has rosacea, is prone to things like hives or eczema, because people with rosacea, that friction and rubbing that you get with the dermaplaning device or this Derma Flash could cause more broken capillaries to come on the surface of the skin. So be very cautious if you're prone to that. Even if you don't have rosacea and you're prone to developing broken capillaries, a lot of these at-home devices, because they involve friction on the skin, and you are definitely not a professional, you know, when you're doing this, that you can run into problems. Okay, the Derma Flash makes it super easy for you. You just slide the device onto the blade, and the blade also vibrates. And so, I just just like projected the blade off. I obviously don't have a lot of experience with the dermaflash. I usually just use a surgical blade to dermaplane my face, but I don't recommend that. I think if you're at home and you're not a cosmetic dermatologist, it's best to get a device like the dermaflash. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2. So we are going to, wait. Okay, I got it on, and I'm not gonna push the same button because that is the dislodging of the blade button. So, okay, here we go, power button. And so it turns on, it has a cool little light, so if you need to see what you're going or what you're doing. The key with dermaflash and dermaplaning is you want to put a lot of tension on the skin. You want the skin to be as tight as possible, because as the blade strokes the skin, it does a better job of exfoliation and removing that peach fuzz hair. Now, you want to do short strokes. Don't try to go like all the way from this corner all the way over. Try to do really short, kind of rapid strokes when you're dermaplaning, because you'll get better results with that. And so I'm a big fan of dermaplaning. I don't think it's for everyone, but if your skin tolerates it, you could do it once every couple of weeks, once a month. As always, thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to comment below if you use an at-home device. I really want to know which one you use and what you think. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. And if you're on Instagram, follow me at Skin by Dr. Ozzy, as well as TikTok. Thanks, guys.